So have you ever actually used any of these markers before?
Yeah.
I have not.
Did you not use them in your playthrough?
I didn't know the point of it because I thought it was like a beacon and like
like in
3D
Skyward
game.
Sword?
So I was like, well, what's the point of these? But then I just realized if you put them somewhere, somewhere that like there's an item,
yeah,
like specifically what Metroid is known for.
Yep, that's the one.
Go back.
Yep, you go back and you can use it later.
So this might be my like 5th playthrough of this game.
Oh my gosh. I did not know that you were not using the markers when you were playing this game.
I formally promise you I will start to use them.
I think I just came from this direction.
Let me just tell you right now, we're entering the problem zone.
The problem zone?
Of Christian having to really use his brain to figure out where to go. You just came from here, right?
Interactive device used. Yep, follow the fire. Yeah, it's on, so follow it.
Oh, good. It holds my hand.
Yep, go to the left. Yeah, I don't know how you beat this game or got power-ups without it. Oh, yeah, this is definitely the way you're supposed to go. I think you can just go straight to the left.
Yeah, we haven't been here yet.
Yeah, we haven't. I don't know how you were finding secrets and stuff. I mean, I guess I know how. I was really happy when they added them to this game, because when you play, like, especially Super Metroid, if you're new to the game, if it's your first time playing, it would have been real nice to have some stuff like that for later so you could remember. Now, where in the world was that again?
Huh? Sorry, what? God, those things, they really juke. They break your ankles. I always try to go like one way.
They ruin your
alert to go like around, and then it will like look down and go back to where I am. I'm like, these things are brilliant.
They ruin your illustrious football career by breaking your ankle.
My entire career in the garbage.
Now you just own an old washed-up bar, dreaming of the glory days that could have been.
And just constantly telling everybody how good I used to be.
Oh gosh.
So I recently have been watching the Harry Potter movies for the first time.
Hey, me too. I also just started watching them for the first time.
How far are you?
I finished them.
You're done?
Like a month ago, yeah.
I am taking my sweet time.
Yeah.
I'm on I think the 4th one.
Okay.
I don't remember the titles.
Yeah, I'm just warning everyone now. First of all, I didn't know this was going to be a Harry Potter episode. And second of all, I'm not going to remember any of these titles. So we're going to sound real ignorant when we're talking about this.
I've never been interested in Harry Potter somehow.
Yeah.
That's like one of the only like movies I can think of that have like been really popular that I just have had no interest in before.
Yeah, me too.
So a group of my friends have been watching them recently, and we've been like kind of like slowly and thoroughly like been watching them like maybe like one a month or so.
Yeah. And
I think these people like really like them.
Yeah.
And every time I just don't know what to say because like it's not that I dislike them. I've never had a movie I just have no thoughts on before like this. When I'm done, I'm like, that was a movie, I guess. Like, I don't know.
Dude, I am literally completely in your boat. I'm a very opinionated person. I do have some opinions, but it's hard because, like, so personally, I'm really annoyed when people just dump on stuff that other people really like. Just
I feel
to be
like
mean.
Whenever you're outside of some kind of nerd culture, it always sounds silly. No matter like what it is.
Yep.
So whenever someone refers to something, it sounds stupid until you're on the inside.
Yep, exactly.
Like,
but like, I hate when people are like, oh, you know, like let's say I just mentioned that I like the Switch, and then someone's like, oh, the Switch sucks. You should feel bad for liking the Switch. Like, I hate it when people do that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So I try and be really nice and feel people out before I, share my opinion on stuff, because my opinion's, like, always really strong. But I have a lot of friends who really, really like Harry Potter, and I watched through it, and I was like, I don't get it.
I was hoping that watching them was gonna make me like get it.
Yeah. I was hoping to become a big old fan of it, and be like, oh, I can finally, connect with these people on this level. And it's hard because everyone, of course, knows that I'm watching Harry Potter. So they're like, so what did you think?
Yeah.
And I'm
exactly.
like, that was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good.
It had a lot of... I don't know. I think you have to be a fan of just kind of like wizard, like magic type of stuff, because that's all those movies are. It's just like wizard shenanigans.
Yeah.
And so if you're not into that, then it's, I don't know.
Well, it
it's
doesn't
not
help.
Gonna work.
I'm just gonna say now, if you're not a Harry Potter fan, I'm sorry. I'm gonna share some of my opinions on this, and they're not gonna be very nice. But and I don't mean to crap on things that you like.
God, shut up.
But Harry Potter is a jerk. He's a bad person.
Why you say that?
Because he's just a bad person. Fairly often, he is not heroic. He's not really motivated by positive things. He's very vengeful, but and that's one thing. Like, I can get behind a good anti-hero, but he's always displayed as if he was a hero, but he acts not great a lot.
I think it's one of those, series where he doesn't really do anything, but everyone around him is just telling him he's the man.
You're special. You're important. Or Dumbledore's kind of the same way. You haven't finished the movie, so I don't know how far you've gotten into some of this stuff.
I think the fourth one.
Well, what I mean is I don't remember exactly some of the stuff that Dumbledore does, but the more I learn about Dumbledore, the less I like him, and the films tend to portray him as being a good guy, and I'm kind of increasingly being like, I don't think I like this guy. I kind of think he's a jerk. I don't know. And I'm sorry. My thoughts are very scattered on this. I wasn't prepared.
He hasn't done a ton of stuff at the point that I'm at yet.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of I think in the last movie he was in, he did a little bit more. Good God.
Yeah.
This thing is a conversation, stopper.
It is. But no, I definitely, I don't know. I didn't hate the Harry Potter movies, but by the time I was done with them, but I was very, very, very disappointed.
I wouldn't say that because I didn't really have any specific expectations.
Okay.
Going into it, I was just trying to see what the deal with them was, I guess.
Yeah.
So I watched it and I was like, God.
Conversation stopper!
I hope I'm going the right way.
I think you're going the wrong way.
No. You gotta go around and up here.
Uh-huh.
And bada boom of somewhere over here. I don't know.
Okay, best of luck. Can't get through there.
God.
But
I hate that it shows when you parry to make it extra embarrassing.
Yeah, you got way off on that one. But I definitely here's what I really think it is that it was one of those franchises that was built for you to grow up with. I don't think
that too.
Most adults watching Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the Harry Potter 1, whatever it is, would really enjoy it if they hadn't watched anything else Harry Potter. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But if you know where it's going and you've seen the whole series and you watch it, you might enjoy it more. And if you are a kid and you watch it, then you're going to get caught up in the idea of Hogwarts and how cool it is and how pretty.
But that's the thing. If you don't think that's super cool, the movie isn't going to do much for you.
Exactly. The whole thing is about, wouldn't it be cool if you were a wizard?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That's pretty much the appeal of those movies. It's look at this cool magic stuff.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool to live in this universe? And if you're not into that, then that's what they have.
And also, I don't know if you've noticed this, but okay, so most nerd franchises, if you watch someone trying to look like the franchise outside of the franchise, they look really nerdy, right? So, someone goes up and they're like, "May the Force be with you," and they have a cloak on and they got their lightsaber and they're like trying to do lightsaber stuff and they're like, "Wong, wong, wong." And it's like, that is the lamest thing I've ever seen in my life.
You're way too good at like replicating cringy.
It's because it's myself.
Yeah.
I just know myself.
Like making fun of it but saying stuff that you would say anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But then you go and you actually watch the Star Wars movies, and inside of the Star Wars movies, people fighting with lightsabers and using the Force look really cool, as a general rule.
Yeah.
And I think that's true of most franchises, but it's not true of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I was like, I've seen a bunch of nerds go like, Expelliarmus, running around in their cloaks, and I'm like, well, they're nerds, they're making it look lame because they're nerds. I would do the same thing. But now I've watched the movie and I'm like, nope, looks lame in the movie too. Like someone just like waving around their wand.
Yeah,
like...
people use wands like guns in that movie.
Yeah.
They'll like hold up, do like a robbery or something, and they have like a wand and they're like holding it at your neck, and it doesn't look threatening at all.
It doesn't. It looks like, oh, you got that stick right in his neck.
Same thing with like the brooms. I never got why they need the brooms to fly.
Yeah.
They're wizards, right?
Yep. I don't know. I don't understand it. And I'm sure that someone who knows their stuff could watch our video and explain to us
the comments
all the stuff. But all I'm saying is, if you liked it, great. I think that you are more likely to like it if you grew up with the series, because I think the first movies are for younger kids, the later movies are for adults, but you can't appreciate the later movies without watching the earlier ones. And if you didn't grow up with the earlier ones, they're not going to hit quite right, and that kind of creates this domino effect.
Right.
And so I think because I came to the series so late, it's not bad. It didn't connect with me as much as I had hoped that it would.
Yeah, I definitely would not say they're bad at all. I actually think the first one has some really good like world building.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of the like the introducing like Hogwarts stuff was actually like this is pretty cool, like the way they're like introducing all this stuff. I did think like after that though there wasn't a whole lot of plot. Yeah. It was just kind of like just random stuff, random like it was very goofy.
Yeah.
It was very like for kids, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
You can't really say that's bad if it's for kids, but
yeah. Well, I disagree with that. I do think that something can be good for kids, but I understand what you're saying. You can't say something that is intentionally made to be for kids.
I think that's something that kids would enjoy.
Yes, exactly.
Like, I'm not saying that's bad. It's like bad content.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas, and here's the thing. I grew up with Lord of the Rings and Chronicles of Narnia and stuff like that. And those worlds feel so full and big, and every time I see something happen in those worlds, I always get a sense that I'm only getting a small sliver of what's happening in the overall universe. Like, the universe feels so alive and so huge.
Yeah.
That's
why people like Star Wars a lot.
Yeah, it's exactly how I felt about Star Wars. Was that there's always something else going on, and that I'm only getting a snippet of how huge this world is. Whereas when I watch Harry Potter, I feel like everything interesting in the entire world that is happening in front of me. All of the important players are right here.
It also comes off like very like convenient too. Yeah, like they do like a big character introduction. And they're like, this guy's gonna be here for this movie, and so pay attention to him.
There's definitely a formula. Have you picked up on the formula yet?
Not yet.
I'll tell you the formula because it's not really a spoiler. Okay, Harry Potter is being mistreated by his family. The family is bad, and they're doing a thing, and Harry Potter is getting left out of it because the family is bad. Uh-oh, they tried to prevent him going to Hogwarts, but in fact, he is going to Hogwarts. Hello, Hogwarts. I'm going to give a speech. I'm Dumbledore, and here's my speech. Let me introduce this new member of the staff. He's probably teaching the dark arts. Sure hope nothing goes wrong with this new member of the staff. Harry goes to the dark arts. Something seems off with the new member of the staff. The new member of the staff does something. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes not intentionally, but always bad. Uh-oh, what are we gonna do now? Hey, guess what? Turns out Dark Arts guy is in some way connected to Voldemort.
Yeah, Voldemort's died like 5 times.
Yeah, he keeps dying. He keeps coming around. So it's like, oh, yep, turns out they're connected to Voldemort.
I'll be back in the next movie
with even less of a nose.
Yeah.
And so then, okay, surprise, surprise, plot twist, they're connected to Voldemort, even though they literally always are. Then, Harry beats them, but not before realizing he's very, very special. And he and Hermione and Ron Weasley are gonna be able to go on future adventures because of how special Harry is. Alright, well, time to go back home, but it's sad because we don't want to leave Hogwarts.
That's a long formula.
But it's the exact same thing every movie. They start messing with it more in the later movies, and Dark Arts teacher sometimes isn't directly connected to Voldemort. He's more connected in a more circuitous way.
It almost feels like an episode of SNL.
Uh-huh.
With like every single movie has like a special guest.
Yep.
That like doesn't come back.
Yep.
Like some kind of like famous actor to play like the guy that's like very like mischievous or like
yeah.
What's the word? I can't think of the
I'm not sure
word.
What you're looking for.
It's the easiest word in the English language.
He's up to no good. I don't know.
Something like that.
He's
suspicious. Thanks for reminding me. Like I just saw the one with Robert Pattinson, and for some reason that like cracked me up because I was not aware he was in that movie.
Yeah.
And he didn't. I don't know, man. Okay, I do like aspects of these movies, but for some reason I can only think of negative things right now.
Yeah.
I feel like the acting is just like nobody acts in these movies. It's just like Daniel Radcliffe, like I don't know, man. He really has the blankest face in every single scene. I keep waiting, like I'm like, oh, he's a kid.
You're a wizard, Harry. Huh?
Just absolute dead silence. And I'm waiting. I'm like, well, he's a kid, so he'll probably get better. And he's growing up, and he's not getting better. Somehow, like miraculously, he is not getting better.
I don't know if I agree with you in that, but it is pretty darn funny, so I'll allow it.
I don't know, man. I guess he's not awful.
Yeah, I didn't have any problem with any of the acting.
It's not bad. It's just like, I don't know. It's definitely not a strength.
Yeah. And now he's like known as Harry Potter, and every time that he gets into another movie, he's like, oh, hey, check it out. Harry Potter is playing a dead guy in this movie.
Oh, a Swiss Army Man?
Yeah, Swiss Army Man.
Did you make a Swiss Army Man reference, bro?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, y'all weren't expecting that in this Harry Potter episode, were you?
I'd rather talk about that, actually. It's a phenomenal movie.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with you on that one either.
We could discuss it.
I don't know. I don't know if I've got much to say.
Let's do the entire Harry Potter episode, and the last third do a Swiss Army Man.
Well, yeah. I am just aware that there's a lot of people who love Harry Potter. It's got a very, very ravenous fan base.
I worked at a hotel for like
some god knows reason.
Yeah, that was awful. That was truly awful. But like, there was one season where we had to like, I didn't know what people were talking about. I was like, "Are you ready for Harry Potter season?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" And like, in like in the month of like November, customers would just come in wearing Harry Potter clothes. I'm like, what on God's green earth is going on? Because apparently there's like a big like Harry Potter festival that people come from all over like the world. Dear Lord. I'm sorry.
Are you ready for Harry Potter? I just imagine you sitting at the front desk. And that guy I was referring to earlier. Direct me to my chamber. He's got his Harry Potter cloak on.
I'm just going around telling everyone it's not real.
You know that magic isn't real, right? You're like a Harry Potter atheist.
Just a tremendous buzzkill.
You get on online arguments with people. Harry Potter is not
going
true.
around suggesting like documentaries and stuff. It's actually very informative, you know.
Oh my gosh, you just memorize a bunch of... who was it that wrote Harry Potter? I can't remember her name right now.
Oh god,
I can't get over the idea of your hotel being taken over by a bunch
we
of...
had to run our entire hotel. It was a big hotel.
Your hotel...
It was just crawling with these people. I swear to God, like...
I gotta end it!
I can't.
The episode!
I can't. I'm sorry.
Next time on Metroid Dread!
Begin.
Animagus apparates Avada Kedavra. I'm an Azkaban Accio to my mama. Bloody Bellatrix, black bonded with Buckbeak. Bring me the burrow, butterbeer, birdie bots beans. Colin Creevy, Carrows to Crucio, Crab and Cho, Cadogan Cats, Charmer, Chaser and Confundo. Diggoria, Digikins, Dobby Dumbledore. Deathly Hallows, Dementors, Dueling Draco. Expecto Patronum and Expelliarmus, ending every elixir of evil in the elevated Elder Wands. Friar is Fats, fizzing all the Whizbees. Phileas, Flitwick, feeling the Felices. Gringotts, Greyback, the Goblets, Glorious. Getting Gellert in his game with Gregorovitch. House Cup, Hufflepuff, Herbology.